you that we are going to have admissions and interviews on these days. On the 2nd of December, just the 2nd of December, we shall have admission and interviews. Then after that, we shall have other admissions and interviews on the 16th of December. Then after that, we shall still have the same on the 20th of January 2024 as we plan for the next academic year. That is the nursery section. Let me get to the primary section. You can step a little bit there. We are quite a bigger number. That means this number should not be taken for granted. The objective is to bring up your child holistically in all ways. That's why the team is all this big. Meaning, if the team is big, it is then our role to make sure that the ratios are proportional. They are proportional. The teachers versus the children. The numbers are still wanting. That's what I can say. Please entrust us with the children. The staff is yes, laid in the institution. I will introduce a few. This man by my side here is called Alex Munduga. He's the head of upper section. Then Teacher Johan is not around here. He's the head of lower section. Then probably I will talk about the class teachers, and we end at that in the interest of time. Class teacher, primary 7. I start from there. Primary 7 downwards. Is Alex Munduga. He has wanted to add the man from Marua, all that way from Marua. Primary 6. Godfrey Waman, the man from Otpoto, head of mathematics department. Primary 5. Lawrence Karimojong. Yes, coming to primary 4. Primary 4 is another gentleman from Marua. Yes, from Marua. He's called Gilbert Pasco. Then primary 3. Come forward, primary 3. From Sarati direct. Karimojong 2. Primary 2. Primary 2 has 2 streams. We have primary 2 victors and primary 2 champions. I start with primary 2 victors.
I'm Teacher Tugonza Judith, primary 2 victors from Pakany.
That is a lady of the soil from Pakany direct. Primary 2 champions.
Sarah, class teacher P2 champions from Busoga.
From Busoga region. Yes, primary 1. We also have 2 streams in primary 1. We have primary 1 victors and primary 1 champions. I start with primary 1 champions.
My name is Asima Provia from Masindi Town.
Masindi Town. She has said it all. Primary 1 victors.
My name is Teacher Rita Alinaitwe from Fort Portal.
Yes, you have heard them, and she heads the liturgy and the rest. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you have heard from the staff. These people are outsourced from different areas. That's why they were trying to tell you areas that looked strange and things of that kind. We had some key points to follow when outsourcing this stuff, such that we create an institution which is outstanding, able to bring and impart knowledge in your children. So I may not want to go beyond this. I want to say, entrust us with your children. On those selected days of interviews, you are most welcome, and feel at home for God and my country.
Thank you so much, the head of curriculum, Sarah Movezi. What is trending right now in Uganda is Kyabazinga is wedding. And all roads are leading to Jinja. I think after you are also going to go to Jinja. Okay, please. Children, I want to thank those who are seated not playing with balloons, and I'm going to give them all these ones. But those who are playing from here, I may not add them others. You stay there, I'm going to give you all these ones. Those who are playing from here, no more balloons for you. Let's have presentation from primary 1 victors. Then after, we shall have a poem from primary 4. Remarks by the head teacher. Presentation by the school choir. And our agenda will be ending there. So primary 1 victors. Primary 1 victors on stage.
Osakurora omuntu n'omujumangu wewe kirembaliga tamanyali ya kugamba wewe kana mudola osakurora omuntu n'omujumangu wewe kirambali
I can't see
Primary 1 victors.
where is someone from photo.
osakurora omuntu n'omujumangu amaindo gatagalaire
Jesus Christ.
tamanyali ya kugamba wewe kirutwito
One G.
Seriously.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the stage is primary 1 victors.
After primary 1, we'll do primary 4.
Hey,
Yes, you know everybody.
one G.
You know everybody.
The person I cannot describe how he did it.
Primary 1 victors on stage.
And what I know from them, they don't understand.
But you see the format, V-shape. Select Rollins.
What is the
Give us the vibe for these children so that primary 4 also comes on stage. They have a V-shaped method. The infantry is in front. Joseph, the man suffered on his behalf. so much. For MC,
Wanji.
I saw Jesus receiving some money.
Olympe dead Jesus.
Coming close. Jesus Christ. But the man was still looking.
Hey,
Was still alive.
hey, this is a better way, Jesus.
Wow.
Jesus Christ has received the money.
Hey.
Hey,
Primary 4. Get set. Primary 4, get set. Primary 4. I like it. I like it. Select a balance. For MC.
oh, yes, he covered this.
He also wants to die. We shall not give him anything. We shall just give him more kindness so that he dies properly. Primary 4, next on stage.
Otherwise, our dear invited guests and friends, as the people members are coming in, don't forget our admission and interview days, 2nd December
16th December.
and 20th January.
Exactly.
Ladies and gentlemen, next on stage is in
Primary 4 class with their poem. I'm going to begin first in you, man. Jesus has suffered so much.
but you are receiving
There is somebody who is coming on agenda and we didn't invite him. That is Mr. Ray. So, but I believe by God's mercy he's going to wait a bit.
we shall handle.
We shall handle.
Hey,
Now, let's have Primary 4 set for their item.
I recognize the presence of the chief guest, the parents of the graduates, the director of this mighty institution, the teaching staff, ladies and gentlemen. In front of you is Primary 4 class presenting a poem about top class graduation. Ladies and gentlemen, listen and enjoy.
Here we have come.
The primary 4 pupils of this mighty institution, expressing our gratitude, congratulating our little candidates, the candidates of top class, on this mighty day, the mighty graduation day, wearing these beautiful gowns, a bevy of beautiful girls, a team of handsome boys. Wow, look at some angels.
What are we saying?
Having been fully prepared by none other than the committed teachers, the giants in Masindi, hence making Bunyoro proud, proud cause of the set standards. For every success lies in your hands.
Indeed, the foundation of every success.
Joining the baby class with nothing but only tabarasa, babbling some few Bunyoro words, toiling here and there, having nothing in that small bag, nothing but a bottle of juice. But here we are today, after serious trainings by the same teachers. Rub here, rub there, put here, put there, right here, right there. Alas, the shining stars of today.
So,
Developing the brain with quizzes, sharpening the mind with teasers, hardening the wrist with models, rubbing the shyness with rhymes, promoting the fluence with tongue twisters, keeping the body with exercises. That's how they have been built.
wow, that's really awesome.
Thank you for all working hard, waiting for you in the new section, the primary section. For the excellent scholars are here, the giants are here, the winners in Masindi are here. Welcome to the primary section, where more logic is applied. I have a belief that you will always make it. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. Congratulations. God is able.
Wow,
I like the accent.
very marvelous.
I can't even try repeating
You try,
the
are you
accent.
man?
Congratulations,
Hey,
our dear
how
visitors.
many things have you lost? Ladies and gentlemen, that was primary 4 class with their good poem.
Exactly.
The message was crystal clear.
For those who have their friends, relatives at home, and you want them to follow us live, the media houses are all here. UBC Uganda is also present.
Please,
if
somebody
you want-
responsible for the Bagole, control them.
Hey,
Hey.
it is their day. They may decide to sit on tables, I don't know.
No.
Now, if you have somebody home and wants to follow up, please contact those guys, and you can just go on social media, follow our pages as St. Lawrence, and see whatever is transpiring as of now. I want to recognize the arrival of the RDC.
You are most welcome here at St. Lawrence National Primary School, including all the team, not so?
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
We are going to have remarks from our dear head teacher.
Yes.
After the speech of the head teacher, presentation by the school choir. After the presentation by the school choir, remarks by the CEO of this company.
Yes.
Then after we shall have remarks by the chief guest, awarding of certificates, cutting what is on my left. I sing it.
I'm seeing.
Cutting what is on my left. I'm giving it security. Then after that is closure. Do you have a different item on the agenda?
Lekanawe. Lunch on.
Eh.
Yes.
Head teacher's speech.
Selector Lawrence, our head teacher, likes it so much.
Thank you, the MC. I recognize the presence of our chief guest. At the same time, the representative of ICT and National Guidance, Assistant Commissioner, our RDC Masindi District, you are most welcome. Our OC Masindi District, you are also welcome. Our dear graduates, our dear parents, and all invited guests. You are quite a number that I may not mention one by one. I want to warmly welcome you to St. Lawrence, and please feel welcome. My name is Basima Philip, and I want to appreciate your being here as we witness our candidates, the graduates, getting promoted to the next class. In the same way, I want to recognize the presence of our Chief Administrative Officer, and quite a number of you are here for honoring our invitation. Dear parents, today we may not have too much to speak, but most times, like you have heard from different speakers, these children always need words of encouragement. And I remember those 2 years before they got promoted to the next class, which is top class. These were young children that were always here crying. But because we have a committed team of teachers, now you can see how brilliant these children are. And it is always good to always give life to children. It is quite magical that if you tell children, or if you tell your child that is wise, this child will always become wise. And so that is what teachers do when they are handling these children. So as parents, when you are with the children, those should be the similar words you use to make sure these children come up or grow up as responsible citizens. Words of encouragement, you tell them they are strong, they will always be strong. You tell them they are kind, they will always be kind. And this can be seen in front of you. These are children who have been well prepared to the next class, and I want to assure you parents and dear invited guests that all of them, the way you see them, have all got the best marks. They are all above 500 as in total marks according to our ranking. And that is something very big, especially when it comes to our side. And of course your contribution as parents, that should be your expectation. Our dear graduates, I know today we are dealing with the top class, and sometimes that's why we always go down to their level. But I want to encourage you that now you are going to the next class, and of course previous speakers have said that where they are going, more logic is applied. And indeed, I'm not doubting their abilities. I'm very sure teachers have prepared them well, and they will attack those other levels without any disturbance. Dear members, since today is not our day to speak, I also want to make some few announcements before I get off, that we shall have interviews on the 2nd of December. Then the same will be conducted on the 16th of December. Then we shall have another one on 20th of January 2024. So dear parents, from what you have heard from previous speakers, we have now vacant classes, and even these other classes we still need more children. So it is at this point that we request for more children, and we are ready to handle them. From our parents' representative, he highlighted about very many things. To give you a recap, I want to take this opportunity to inform you that the school is seated on a 14-acre land. That means we have enough land for steady expansion and extension. And with your support, we are very sure coming forward, like he said, in the 3 years, we shall have extended all those corners you can see. The playground we have may be for purposes of security, that's why it is fenced off. But all that playground you see behind belongs to school. Maybe some of you may not be aware, but all that is school land, and that is our playground. So dear members, I want to assure you that our children have ample space, and the other aspects are always catered for. I want to take this honor to also make you aware of the background of this school in some few words. This school has not lasted for long. Maybe the timing would be because of COVID-19. But with this school started in 2018, then you can imagine COVID-19 came in and there was an interruption. I want to assure you parents and invited guests that when there was resumption of all schools in Uganda, we are now here and the pace is promising. This school is a brainchild of Mr. Byarugaba Lawrence, our director, assisted by our mom, Mrs. Nyangoma Joan Mary, and they have passion for this school. They have significantly upheld this school, and we are very sure this school will be at a certain level with the commitment of our parents we have and all other well-wishers. I want to take this chance to still welcome you to St. Lawrence, and please feel at home.
Thank you so much, the head teacher of this institution. Next on agenda, actually I'm happy to inform you we are almost coming to the end of the function. We are left with few items on our agenda. So we are going to have the school choir presenting. After the presentation of the school choir, shall have remarks by the executive director of this school. Then shall have remarks by the residence district commissioner. Then after that, remarks by the chief guest, awarding of certificates. The others are very brief. So without wasting time, I'm going to invite the director of this mighty institution, Mr. Byarugaba Lawrence, to come and give us his speech. I want to keep it fresh in your minds that our days for interviews will be 2nd of December, 16th of the same month, then 20th of January. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Bwana MC. Our graduates, teachers, the teacher of the institution, our parents, parents of the graduate, and the other parents. We have the host station, the officer, one RDC, then the chief guest. You are all most welcome, St. Lawrence, and good afternoon. I'm really very happy for this day. It's actually a milestone. It's another milestone. See our children graduating to primary 1. And I'm sure, but you've already assured them that their vacancies are there in what? And they don't need for the interviews and the like. So their places are what? Already assured. So our dear parents, you should get worried. The places for our graduates, that's in the next class P1, it's already there. Then the other issue I want to respond to was the requisition by LC1 chairperson. LC1 chairperson, I really recognize you. He was requesting for what? 2 bursaries. So for our chairman, the 2 bursaries for the good performing children, we have them for you. There shouldn't be worry about that. So please, you represent your children. Those children, look for them, present them the dose. Then you will tell me what for. Then maybe what I had forgotten, it is to tell you a brief background of the school. This school here, we started it in 2018. Our vision is really big. I didn't just plan it in 2018, but it has been long. As far as 2000, that's when I started planning about St. Lawrence Nursery and Primary School. So it has been a process, a long process. Right from school, that's when I think I was complete my my diploma in secondary education. I first moved looking for jobs. So my shoes worn out. And that's when I thought of starting my employment for myself, even at the fellow Ugandans. Not only that, when I looked at that, I first looked at our district here, Masindi. There was a big challenge. Being a parent who would move long distances looking for good schools. So really, I saw that there was really space in Masindi. What was lacking was a good school. So I went ahead, researched on what a good school looks like, which I did, and I'm assuring you that we are not far away from the what? From the track. Our first sitting was in the COVID year was 2020. We had 15 children, and that was our first sitting. Where 11 children were in the first grade, and the 4 were in second grade. Those children did not appear in the process of registering and the like. So they were in the names of Kawali Primary School. And even by the way, for the first sitting, the best child still came from St. Lawrence. So you see how we are not far away from the what? From the track. Then the second was last year, where all our children merged in the first grade with 100% first grade. Still, with the best child in the district with 5 aggregates was from nowhere other than where? Here, St. Lawrence. So, our dear parents, I want to assure you that via quality, we never do whatever it takes to ensure we have the best. The doors are told you already. All the teachers from different districts. We have scouts by the who spot for us teachers. We keep following, tracking. So if we see that the so is really good, suits us, then automatically we do what it takes and we ensure that the teacher is here. So by assuring actually very good. They are best. They have the position, the good position in the whole country. The teachers we have. They also you said misuse the chance we have. Then not only that, the DOS has already talked about the pupil teacher ratio. Here we mind about a small class that is manageable by what? A teacher. We have a staff of 42 teachers, 43 teachers. That's only the teaching staff. Versus 400 children. So you can really put in the simple mathematics and look at the ratio of the pupil teacher. So then if you had also add on these other non-teaching staff, I really don't know, but we actually we are above 50. So remember, we're also giving jobs. We're helping the government. So for RDC, you are seeing the role we are playing in our district. So really, you shouldn't neglect the role we are doing. Yes, there are some other good things out there you can bring. Please, now, we need them here. Then our parent representative was talking about the infrastructure. Surely we are there, Doctor. Given the meager resources we have, that is from the school fees you are paying, we manage to balance to ensure that our children are well fed, staff are well paid, and at least infrastructure also, at least we put some on infrastructure. I think you get time, you can move around, at least you see some change. And we are sure that in the nearby future, as the parent representative requested, the year that Makokos, there will be nowhere to be seen with your support. Where is those a few words? I want to thank everybody for having loved us and for our invitation. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you so much, the CEO of this company. And we are going to have the school choir giving us its presentation. Then after the presentation from the school choir, we shall have remarks by the RDC of this place. School choir on stage.
Yes.
Oh,
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, Wachikenge Choma. Thank you very much, School Empire, for the wonderful presentation. Wanji. Kangira.
Ah, you saw that I was going to overpower you very soon.
Bakagaruke.
I take this great honor to invite the RDC of this district, this municipality, Masindi.
Yes, at a very low tone. Ladies and gentlemen, don't fear. Everything is under control. Wanna photo work?
Thank you so much, Master of Ceremony. Graduate, good afternoon. Good afternoon. How are you? Congratulations. Now you are going to which class? Which class? Which class? Which class? Congratulations. You are now in P1. You are no longer in baby class and nursery. You are in P what? P what? Ah, very good. Abazire Murio. Murio Kurungi. Congratulations. Yes, this is the beginning. Director and the entire staff, Chief Administrative Officer, Masindi. I have seen Commissioner, Uganda Communications Commission. I have seen OC, DPC, and all the parents. Let me first invite the DPC to make just 2 statements to assure us that we are okay and everything is fine and the press is secure. Just 1 or 2 statements and then we proceed. These kids are very hungry, but as DPC comes in, I want to invite Onyango. I have seen a very wonderful musician here called Onyango. Onyango, where are you? The girl, Anyango. Yes. As she comes in, DPC greet these people, assure them of law and order, and tell them that people should not come here to steal, and once you come here to steal, you will steal your life forever and ever. Amen.
Sikisa, the head of security in the district. I'm the Superintendent of Police, Fabiano Variayamba, the OC station of Masinde. Good afternoon, parents, and other invited guests. I want to assure you that in as far as security is concerned, we are on top of the situation. Only a caution to the school that they are handling minors, they are innocent souls, so the teachers must be practical. I was very cognizant when they were talking of the 3 domains. Being a teacher by profession, the psychomotor domain, the 3, the head, the heart, and the hands. The head, the heart, and the hands. If you are a teacher by profession, you know what I'm referring to. It is the head to perceive, it is the heart, and then the sense of attitude. These are 3 domains. Since the school handles the minors, you need to take security of the young ones. They are very delicate. The parents give you children when they are okay, we expect when they are okay. You can get accident even here when they are playing. You cannot rule it out. But as the director has put it clear, he was telling me the history. 2018, he has 400. And then there was COVID. Meaning that the parents trust you and don't let them down. General security of the district, we are okay. However, of late, we have minor breakings in Chirasa, in Chijula, and at the same time in Masindi municipality in the middle of the town. So it calls for personal security. As police is also patrolling, also as community, adding the personal security. Then lastly is on the issue of terrorism. Don't take it for granted, especially in Kasese areas and terrorism in Busoga areas. Don't think Masindi we are far away from it. Be aware of any face that you feel you cannot know or you feel is a stranger before you. Alert security in time. I want to thank you for this. But as police, we guarantee security and we are ready to protect life and property. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. You can hear the DPC in action. I want to request, what's your name? You go and shake out Chief Administrative Officer's hand. She wants to shake hands with you, together with the choir teacher, the choir master. That handshake means that she has worked for it. Congratulations for that envelope. That is another cow in the next 25. I have seen and I want to request you to come and just wave to the people. Commission. Just come and wave. I know you are not here for Uganda Communication Commission alone, you are not here as a graduate, but he's also one of our own. Just wave and tell them why you are here, or when you are coming to be here.
Thank you, RDC. I should have removed this hat for you. It is an honor. Thank you for giving me this time. Training. I don't want to waste my time, but I'm just wait. I'll come back and talk to you later. Thank you.
He's waving with her 5 hands. I don't know what that means, but he's waving with 5 hands. St. Lawrence Director, I want to congratulate you. Congratulations. Graduates, congratulations. Parents, thank you so much. One, for entrusting your children with St. Lawrence, for valuing education. Continue, Aruta continua. St. Lawrence, this is part of government-private partnership. We are saying that those parents who are better off can trust their children with you. Then those who are still part of us struggling with PDM, we can also have our children in universal primary schools headed by the Chief Administrative Officer and the Principal Town Clerk. Our ultimate aim in NRM government is to make sure that all children of 6 years and above attain education. Primary, secondary, universal, tertiary, up to university. Oh, don't worry, we are used to rain. Now we are scared of rain. We have been in France, we have been in what? This is just a blessing. If I don't get rain, I will not get blessing. Secondly, private schools who are here, a big emphasis on fair competition. I don't want to hear anything to do with unfair competition, allegations. Trust your children with whichever school you have trusted with, especially now that you have St. Lawrence. We want fair competition. Umwana atandikira primary amareho P7 ayo grade 1 agenda ku second. Government opened up. We monitor quality of these private schools, so we would want to have graduates who are holistic. Abana barga bene bamanyi icyo gukora, and when you trust these kids with St. Lawrence during holidays, play your parental role. Abana mbarebere n'abana banyu. Kuba to private schools does not mean that you take away the responsibility. Bahumura, we are having them in December. Please take notes. Lastly, Majesty Kabagambi, boarding in nursery school is an arrangement between you and the director. It is not part of government. Ikunzirangu umwana boarding yashire kumanya ko yogeze mpare ari kugenda yiga. I have seen a scenario bwana not here, aho mukazi akwasira umwana w'emyaka 2 n'ecweka 2.5 years yamutwara boarding ngo ari bizamuru. What type of parenthood is that? Mbana mukora cyako ubwo mutwaranye n'enkura kumana we 2.5 years argira yibere. That's not what we are anticipate promote in these private schools. So private schools, when you are doing boarding for ababa pre-nursery at your own, that is arrangement between St. Lawrence and you, but not for government, and yet you have the license. Abarukuriyendubo, fortunately not this time, but barumu, I got one in Masindi. The whole world was on me, but I said I will stand by my legs. Abarukuriyendubo, abashija abarukuriyendubo. St. Lawrence, if I get an allegation that you have a teacher who is defiling pupils of this school here, I can bet without any contradiction I will close this school. That one, there is no compromise. Abakazi bijire kirasha, abakazi bijire arahariana kai. Chijura, even when you are crossing the other place going to Korping Hotel, I want to show you go and sort your point of you are thirsty from there. Urga bwana banze bwakora ki bwashoma primary, secondary, university. I will not compromise. I got that allegation of one of your own. I said go and defend yourself in court. Why? Evidence is there. Police what about the Dr. Brigand the report? I don't want to hear that nonsense. The bigger population are women more than men. Go and sort yourself out and agree to disagree. With those very many remarks, I know they are not pleasant. I want to congratulate you, St. Lawrence. You have our support. We want many more first grades, many more. You are putting district on the map and municipality. Compete fairly. Government policies on liberalization of education are in your favor. Pay your teachers well as you do. Give them that. Bajwanjize mama tomuka hunga, you have cows. Bahereza amahuri. Abana barga bakozireki. Barichi. For God and my country. I traveled with Chief Administrative Officer. I want her to say a word or two from the tent.
Thank you very much. The RDC here invites
Thank you, Mr. RDC, the chief guest, and the director, St.
Lawrence Primary School. My name is Fiona Sanyu, Chief Administrative Officer Masindi. I'm glad to be part of this function, and I also add my voice to congratulate the school and the children. Just one word as requested. We thank you for the partnership, and we thank you for the contribution towards education services. When they announce Masindi among the past, we don't look at who is who, we all celebrate. So we thank you that you have pulled us up as a district, and you are contributing tremendously towards what we do. And personally, I've not had any problem with Canada. And I pray that nothing happened in this campus. We are there to support you as and when. But I also appreciate as and when we have functions where we call on you for corporate social responsibility. This school has been very responsive. We thank you so much. I want to take this pride and singular honor to introduce my teacher who is here. My teacher of Chebambe Girls Secondary School for Porto. Whether he's chief guest, I want to request humbly and with due respect that he stands up. At least you see the person who built me up. He's my teacher. I am what I am because he made a lot of effort, but he never beat me. I used to be a very good girl. Not so, Mr. Kasangi. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Kwa MC, don't hide yourself. You started this because I'm not knowing. Not so? Ukakatandiko kamanyiri.
Without wasting time and having received these blessings, we are going to chief guest who is in the other side where you're from, so kindly take him this microphone.
I knew. Thank you very much, Dr. MC, our dear chief guest. With great honor, you can give your remarks.
Thank you very much. The RDC, representing His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda in Masindi, the Chief Administrative Officer, my former student. You can see the contribution I have made so far to this country. The District Police Commander, represented by the OC station. I have heard there is a town clerk. Am I right? Welcome. Parents, other invited guests in your respective capacities. If there are others I haven't recognized, allow me to recognize that protocol as it should be. Our guests of honor, those are the graduates for whose function we have come. I am the chief guest. I do not know how many of you know the difference. It's not my duty to teach you now. Let it be food for thought that there is a difference between the chief guest and the guest of honor. The two are not the same. At this function, therefore, our little ones are the guests of honor, and I am the chief guest, talking on behalf of each one of you. I have simple messages to give. First of all, I'm honored by the Chief Administrative Officer, the head of the civil service in the district, for recognizing my contribution to building her up. She was a good girl that time. Now she's a good woman. By her own confession, I never beat her. Doesn't mean that I never used to beat people. I would beat Cain. I was actually in charge of Chaka Mchaka, having done military training for 4 months in Jangkwan. So I was a bit tough on everyone, but also very friendly to everyone. And that's why I have, in the ministry where I work, the principal human resource officer is my former student. If you remember, Annette Ngavire is there as our PHRO. We have Kisembo Sudan, principal human resource officer in the Ministry of Finance, and many others. But that's the story of another day. Today, we want to talk about education in this place. I will begin with the graduates who are our guests of honor. I'm sure they are listening. I have one quote for them from one of the founding fathers of USA, United States of America, called Benjamin Franklin, that if a man empties his purse into his head, no one can take it out of him. In other words, make sure that you have enough information in your head, and that information will stick. How do you get that information? It is by listening to your teachers very carefully, reading whatever literature is available for you to read, as long as it is relevant to the education you are undertaking. And that information will stick. It will help you in your endeavors. Please take education seriously. My second message is to the teachers. I have seen the teachers are disciplined. The first indicator of discipline is the uniform. That uniform is supposed to make us be the same, just like the pupils are. I saw some teachers in uniform, and that is a mark of discipline. Remember that there is something in your training called hidden curriculum. Hidden curriculum, let alone this other curriculum that you teach in class outside for curriculum, but there is the hidden curriculum where pupils learn from you without your knowledge. They learn from the way you talk. I had some children here mentioning occasion, institution, something like that. The way you pronounce English words is the way they take. When I was in P2 in Jahande Primary School, we had a teacher reading the word mosque as mozikwe. So we all knew that word is read as mozikwe. In P3 it was mozikwe, P4 mozikwe. When I went to Kamurasi, I had teachers there mentioning it as mosque. Then I was correcting the teachers. No, I was a bit bright. So I wanted to correct the teachers to say that word is not mosque, it is mozikwe. Then they told me, young man, it is read. There was a teacher called Mr. Kateva from Kihande, he died. He was teaching phonetics. So he took me to a phonetics class and he taught me how that word is. So, the hidden curriculum, the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you behave, both in public and in private. Do you go to Chijura at 11 a.m. and drink Kwete? Then you come and teach. Do you drink at 5? You know, all those things. I'm sure I'm preaching to the converted. So regard yourselves as the hidden curriculum so that you may have effective teaching. My other message goes to the director. Director, Mr. Lawrence Garugaba, I did not know you since I was born until a few years ago when I heard of St. Lawrence, Nasarat Primary School. And it didn't occur to me that Lawrence is also your name. I used to see somebody driving a that vehicle called what? It's like a taxi van. And I thought he was the driver of that school. When I inquired, I learned that he was cutting costs. He didn't want to overcharge parents. He was cutting costs of hiring a driver. So, but the point I'm making is, I am sure you had objectives why you set up this school. I don't know them. Mine would be 3. 1, and the main one, actually it is 1, and segmented into 3. That you put up this institution for impact. You want this institution to have impact where it is located. And this impact, 1, must be socio-economic and environmental. You want to transform the lives of whoever goes through this school, whoever is associated with this school, socially and economically, but also preserving the environment. I've seen you planted many trees. Most of these trees are planted. They are not natural. But even the natural ones, you have preserved them. So that's one of the objectives to me. The second is the return on investment. That you wouldn't want to invest in education where you are making losses. I'm sure you know schools which are closed. They had intentions of contributing positively to the country, but not at a loss. So when they start making losses, they turned some of them into hotels, into sleeping houses. So one of the objectives must be return on investment. And I'm talking to the director, cascading to other investors. When you invest, think properly, think out the investment properly. The third one is that you want to impart skills. I'm sure you have imparted the skills that you can. I have seen a field there, which is football. I've not seen a netball field. I've heard you have enough room for expansion. I am looking out to a day where all extracurricular activities are catered for, including woodball, table tennis, basketball, so that those children who are not good in class should not be written off as wasted. They should have their talents nurtured elsewhere on the field. Lastly on that one, and this should be made compulsory, invest in ICT. Because where we are going, technology is driving us. Where I am, I can now pay for electricity in Kampala, in my house in Kampala. My daughter will ring me, will call me and say that power is off. She doesn't have cash. I have money on this phone. At night, 9 p.m., I will pay umeme. Those of you who are old enough will remember that for you to pay for power, you have to go to umeme office, pick a form, go to the bank, pay money there, come back to umeme, get a receipt, and go back home and wait for a technician to come and connect you. Now, to get that technician, you have to pay again what is called a bribe. There, this is passionate about fighting corruption. I want to join you, sir, in this fight, and I am resolute in this fight. So you pay the technician, and it takes 3-4 days before coming to reconnect you. But now technology has made it simple. Through the phone, you pay. You want to pay for water immediately, and many other things. There are people who are yearning for libraries. This school is supposed to have a library. So big a library that every subject must be covered. But you don't need a very big structure. You only need a computer room and computers for these children. For you, you need a smartphone, and everything will be got online. Every textbook you need is here. Every literature you need is here. You don't need to buy textbooks. So invest in ICT and everything else will be good to go. The parents regard this institution as God-given. I don't know when Mr. Yarukawa came to Masindi, but he came looking for opportunities, and I want to thank you for welcoming him here in this community, because there are communities which have refused investment. You know, you put up something, you are trying to prepare the foundation, the next day you find the people have covered the foundation. You try to put up the wall 3 courses, 4 courses, the next day you find they have pulled them down. But for you have been supportive enough, I want to encourage you to continue supporting this investment. I'll quote the words of an American behavioral theorist called Skinner. He said, education is what remains when what has been learned has been forgotten. There is no wealth that you can give your children that is better than education. You have had children of rich parents who go, by going I mean die. They die, and all the wealth the parents left behind is wasted. First thing they do, they start selling the cows. And when they sell the cows, they go to higher lodges and sleep there. What the RTC was advising me to do. They go to lodges, sleep there. They eat in hotels. They don't invest in agriculture. With the time the money from one sale of one cow is finished, they go for another and another and another. At the end of the day, if you invest, I come from a peasant background, but I cannot say I am a peasant. I hope you agree with me. I am not a peasant, although I come from a peasant background. When my father died, he never left anything, even a bicycle. He never left it for me. But I am not very rich, but I am not poor either. Why? Because of education. Right? So invest in your children's education and everything will be very good. The local communities, additionally, you should aim for unity and peace. When you have unity of purpose, if you have the same thought on something, it becomes easy for you to go at it and develop it further. But if you have divergent theories about it, you cannot proceed. Says it's the duty of each of us to act as though the fate of the entire world depends on you. You should act as though the fate of the entire world depends on you. In other words, work hard at everything you do. Put your mind to it. Half-heartedly. Ensure that whatever you think to do, if you put up Omudara, nyanya. Make sure the nyanya are there every day. Are we together? You want to put up a shop. Make sure that that shop is open every day at the right time. If you are selling bread, you are selling mandas, those things go in the morning from 6 a.m. up to around 9, 10. But if you are going to open your shop at 10, 11 a.m., you will find the customers gone. So depending on what you're dealing in, put your mind to it at the right time. I know no single person can drive the world. However, you can make a difference. Your contribution can make a difference. You have heard what the chief administrative officer has said. When I was teaching here in Jebambe, I wasn't alone. You were how many teachers? 20? 23 here. And all teaching one child. By one child, I mean you are teaching very many children at the same time. So you are teaching one. In Jebambe, we were 43 teachers. I was teaching English language and literature in English. Just one aspect. But she had so many subjects to take. Math, geography, blah, 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 so many things. So I was just making a very small contribution. But you have heard what she said. So, you cannot turn the whole world alone, but make your contribution and you will be felt in future. You must live for the future of the human race and not for your own success. And that's why I am going to say what I am going to say. If I say it, no, I think I will introduce her at them. That we must live for the future, not for our own comfort and for our own sake. That's why in 2026, I am concluding. That's why in 2026, I will be a candidate in the race for the district chairperson of Masindi district. I have made this announcement elsewhere. I am making it now. There are some people who thought I was not serious, and I tell them I have come like Murugo Janda, because whichever corner of this district you are going to, I am there. I have not yet made the program to move. People are making the program for me. Every morning, I get calls from all corners of the district. We have this, we have that. For this function, the director identified me last week. We were somewhere at a function involving these big men in the military. Colonels, big colonels, garrison commanders, that is what? Chief of artillery and air defense. Those guys were all there. All of a sudden I get a phone call. Mr. So-and-so, my so-and-so, I don't want to mention the relationship, but there is a colonel who called somebody and said, make sure Gentleman Kasanga is the chief guest at that function. So I was there as chief guest, and the colonels were addressing me as chief guest. The RDC is just surprised to find me here as a chief guest. Actually, when I was announced as chief guest and I saw the RDC coming, I was about to write a note to say that because the RDC is bigger than me, I am just an assistant commissioner. So I wanted to write a note to say these people, please let the RDC be the chief guest. But again, I feared two things. One, that he will be ambushed. Because when you are a chief guest, what you say has a lot of impact. And if you ambush the RTC into what is not prepared, I know as a seasoned politician, as a senior servant of this country, is always prepared like a scout. But even the most trained soldier, if he falls in an ambush which is not anticipated, some casualties, he may be able to save some, but at least so I feared to embarrass him. But secondly, the Banyoro say, so for somebody to say, Gentleman Kasanga is the chief guest, maybe it is God blocking through him, so that in 2026, what is December, I will be the district chairperson in Masindi. Finally, I was inquiring about this guest of honor. I wanted to identify the best so that now you can start. The lady on my left, you can conclude. Is my wife. It's called Init. She's director of Pakama Stationers in Masindi Town, and she's always at that shop. When she's not there, she's pursuing other things for the welfare of the home. We are farmers, we are business people, and we are everything developmental in this country. Let me allow her to sit down. When I was a student in university, there was a permanent secretary who came with his secretary. I was a minister of information, for your information. Hey, am I repeating myself? My title then was Minister of Information. And I'm saying that is for your information. So I was among the organizers of the students' party. Our guest of honor was our chief guest was the permanent secretary in the Ministry of Education that time. So he came with a lady, a nice lady like this one, and the MC, master of ceremony, said, everybody stand up and welcome our chief guest with his better half. And the chief guest was embarrassed. It was a Saturday. In actual fact, that lady he had was his secretary. I didn't know the relationship then between them, but officially he was so he called the organizers and said, please make that correction. You know, make it. This is my secretary. So, but this is my wife. I have said that because I work in Kampala, and she's responsible for everything that happens here on behalf of the family. When I promise something, she implements. But she also promises certain things, and if they require implementation by me, I also do. If there are disagreements on the modalities of implementation, we discuss and move forward. So what I am going to say, I have not consulted her. You can disagree later, but it will be done. The graduates, I think graduates or graduates. Since all of them at the same level, I had wanted to announce that the best shall be supported next term. But now next term, there is no way you can identify. And I am making this pronouncement as the Gentleman Kasanga and family. It's not the commissioner in the ministry saying it. It is me as Gentleman Kasanga, resident of Katama, near Kijura. So in second term, because we shall now have identified the best in first term. So the best of those in first term shall be privileged to have his or her school fees paid by Gentleman Kasanga and the family. Second term alone. It's not the whole year. The parent and the parent of that child, because I can't say you parents come here. The parent of that child at that time to take the father to look for me or my wife. Our address is Kakama Station House. You know where Kakama Station House is? In town, opposite to Equity, which is the bank. I was inquiring from what is the name? Yeah, I was inquiring from the deputy head teacher and asking what is the fee structure. Then he told me for day scholars, the uniform rate 400,000 per term, 450,000 per term. Then for boarders is 800,000. Am I right? Across the board. So, but at this point in time, we cannot say, because if we say the one who wins in the boarding, yet he might be the fifth in the class. So, whoever will be the best, whether in boarding or day, my family and I shall pay the fees for second term only, whether it is 450 or 800,000. But if I don't fulfill, it means the parent has not looked for me. Yeah. So you teachers remind that parent at that point, at that time, to look the best in term one. fees paid for second term. He should not come with an invoice for first term. It will be the fee slip for the second term. With those few words, what is the way forward? For God and my country, I am going to give you, there are those who don't know me, I am going to give you a sheet which has my profile. Those who will be lucky to have it, because I have come with just a few pamphlets talking about my profile. And the manifesto is not yet. This is just where I was born, what I have done, how I started, you know. For those who will not see, I have a master's degree, I have worked and so many other things. Thank you very much. What's the offer?
The next on our agenda is rewarding certificates. But before that, I also want to take an opportunity to honor the presence of him. Say what to our people. You want to read more? Our RDC Assembly District representative of DPC, our chief guest, Director St. Lawrence, Protocol observer. I'm King Gilbert by name, the General Manager, Jimbe Enterprises Limited, and the Director Operations of Jimbe Security Systems in the whole country. St. Lawrence, I can witness by being one of the former parents of the last year, whereby one of my sons was a student from this school. He came here from Chinume Primary School. On reaching here, he was demoted from P6 to P4 because of the former performance to school. So I'm witnessing. By then, so this St. Lawrence Nasarandi Primary School made him to improve in education. He has now finished. He has now did primary PROE from Chigumba Intensive School, and according to his Mocha results, is because of the skills he got from St. Lawrence. So I thank the teachers of St. Lawrence and the director of St. Lawrence that this school will uplift the standard of our children at the level we want. Thank you very much.
Next on agenda is awarding of certificates, which is going to be spearheaded by the head nursery section, the DOS, the deputy, the administration in summary. I hand over the microphone to head nursery section. Thank you.
Our dear parents, the next on agenda is awarding of certificates. I'm going to be reading the name of a learner. Then the child will come with the parent to get his or her certificate. Thank you.
Because this certificate and the one
Naturally, go and get prepared. Mohanguzi Eugene Kanyororo, as you get prepared also. Achio Malaika. Meanwhile, Namatop Crop is preparing herself. Maria Kiza Gomez.
Eugene, get prepared. Happy Power Jesper. Eugene, Leah Joan. Prince Barak, get prepared. Matovu Jordan Isaiah, get prepared. Mosime Malcolm, get prepared. Prince Barak. Prince Barak, Mosime Malcolm. Mosime Malcolm, Talema Ronet. Akila Maria. Matovu Jordan. This is Prince Barak. Naso na Masara Kenya. Kaganzi Naomi. Sime Malcolm. Matovu. Matovu Jordan. Akila Maria. Maganzi Naomi, get prepared. Tendo, Abigail Foibe, get prepared. Aine Baba za Adriana. Angel Baguma na Chanzi. Alinda Melisha Isabella. Atwile Precious Miracle, get prepared. Ahumuza McDonald, get prepared. Adriana, get prepared. Angel Baguma na Chanzi. Alinda Melisha Isabella. Asobora Isaiah, get prepared. Mwebaza Denise, get prepared. Birungi Angel. Mbabazi Lenia Mary, get prepared. Atwine. Angel Bagoma na Chanzi. Mbabazi Lenia Mary, get prepared. Asimbuza Bob Solomon. Kiza Nobat, get prepared. Mwesi kwa Timothy. Awulira Precious, get prepared. Asobora Isaiah, begin.
I want the things about police first. About police come. You come on the
Lenia Mary, next.
Vale, ya kuterera.
Kiza Nobat, get prepared. Mwesi kwa Timothy. Awulira Precious. Kini Darius, prepare. Mugabi Ashley, get prepared. Asinguza Bob Solomon. Ajuna Crispina, get prepared. Kini Darius. These are Nobat. These are Nobat. Next will be Mwesi kwa Timothy. Mwesi kwa Timothy. Meanwhile, Awulira Precious, prepare. Mugabi Ashley, Kini Darius, Ajuna Crispina, Alinda Nathan, Awulira Precious. Nabo, as you prepare, Mugabe Ashley.
On your marks.
Adina Christina next. Kini Darius pay extend in here. Then Kini Darius Asengura Ansela Munjanaba Ukepea Morungi Apple Valeria Paramaji Atuhaire Mary Precious Chuhendo George Hart Alinda Nathan
Love for my brother, love for my sister, love for me, together we say we can, and together we found as one. Yes, together we came from far. Now together everybody shall say, I'm a big guy,
Leticia, get prepared.
It's like a dream I'm dreaming. In the sea of joy I'm singing. Deep in my heart I'm singing. A song that is full of thanking. It's like a dream I'm dreaming.
Morungi Apple Valeria Paramaji.
A song that is full of thanking. So you can
Atuhaire Mary Precious.
They went long time. This one is still here white. So don't so good.
Meanwhile, for of prayer, preparing. Such is the tyrant.
We have our strengths and weaknesses. I have vision, can't you see? I'm on the move, make way for me. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions.
Kuongoza prayer.
Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up.
Keniki Shakilawi.
Fall down, I have to pick myself up. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions.
Number Leticia.
Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up.
Jasper.
You what you say, my boy?
Ending.